Talks, gentlemen, we're here.
Yeah. Welcome back.
How y'all
Take a sip before we start.
So by now, if you don't know who we are, you need to go back and watch the first episode because we're not going to do that again. But yeah, I'm Ray. We got Rudy. We got Drew. We got Darren. Law Talks people. Thank you for coming back and joining us. If you're new to the Law Talks podcast, welcome. We talk about it all. And we're going to get straight into it. At the end of the episode, episode 1, Drew brought up an interesting topic. Do you mind bringing to the congregation?
Yes. So we were all divulging, obviously. That's my word.
You know, you start.
We were all divulging. Our current statuses, age. We all said 32. I think I started. I was like, so what? Why is it that a black man, single? I guess does age count? I guess.
Sure,
okay,
yeah,
we can count it in this way.
Age definitely counts.
30 plus, let's just say 32, single, no kids, got your own place, own car, business, money, situated. We're looked at like the cream of the crop. But to Rudy's, we was talking off of camera, we may also be looked at like
a red
flag.
Yeah.
He's a problem. What's your situation? What's your story? Why you got all of these good things, but you're not really, I guess, settled in or satisfied with, a woman.
We also gonna use this for the when we get a woman guest on here, our call-in episode.
Yeah.
But why do you think that is?
I think because society and the way the black man is looked at, sometimes it's like, and I don't want to bring social media in this, but we may be looked at like, oh, he's a hoe, or he may have daddy issues or something. Like, why don't you have kids?
Okay.
You got to be the reason why relationships don't work. You have all of these. You're the perfect man in their eyes. You know what I mean? Why don't you have it together in regards to that relationship style status?
Because society put timelines on it, man. At a certain age, it's understood, unwritten rules. You need to have this going on or this, and if you don't, something wrong with you. And it's messed up, but that's unfortunately the deck that we've been dealing with. But you got to use that to your advantage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to now understand that you are the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
So now you got to be selective with who you talking to and who you allowing to entertain your time. Once you understand, hey man, I'm a Rolex. I just can't have anybody coming off the street and picking me up and looking at me. So now we gotta internally, you gotta understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all obviously saying I'm the cream of the crop. Well, now let me walk and talk and carry myself like the cream of the crop. Absolutely. And that's how you attract women that are the cream of the crop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because every woman's looking at that. Everybody's trying to get at you because you're that. But from a man perspective, you got to figure out who you gonna deal with, man, and who you gonna spend.
And that's perfectly said, because honestly, that's kind of where I was gonna go with it. Is you have to identify sometimes who you are, right? And if you don't know truly who you are, how can you project that, or how can you bring a female or a young lady along, right? Because as men, we're supposed to lead, and if I have all these other things going for me, but I don't have any leadership qualities to say, okay, I can bring somebody into the picture, then what? Right? Then I'm looked down upon and say, oh, well, he got all these things, but he ain't really a true man, right? So it's a lot of things that, like females. A female could, get out of a breakup and can have all these things going for herself, and she just say, hey, I'm not talking to anybody right now. Right. And I've ran into that several times, right? But hey, we have to go through that ourselves, and honestly, you have to identify who you are. And for me, I've always said this. If you break up or a relationship ended badly, what did you learn from that previous relationship to help you move forward? Because it was a learning lesson why it didn't work, right? So that's my 2 cents on it.
I'm about to look at Darren like
everybody switch the camera.
Eyes right over there.
I'm gonna look at it like this way. Like, I agree with everything that everybody's saying when it comes to you got to know who you are. When it comes to a lot of these things, especially in order to date in this world, especially to date in Charlotte. I mean, there are a lot of young professionals out here, and I mean, that's a lot of them, but we are a rare breed of guy. Ray got snatched up, Rudy got snatched up, me and Drew out here. But it's you got to understand what you're bringing to the table and what's out there. Be able to have these conversations and know that, all right, maybe that's not what I need.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not what I want to do. But you got to know that for yourself. When it comes to this kid thing, man, I'm gonna keep it real with you.
No kids. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Keep it real, Darren.
My biggest reason for not having kids right now, like granted, I haven't found a woman yet that I want to say I want to start a family with.
Right.
But kids are expensive.
Yeah.
Expensive.
Yeah.
Now, granted, can I take care of a kid? I think I can.
Right.
I think I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But when I look at formula, when I look at when I look at what clothes I buy you, and I like we like to wear nice things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If I go in the store, I buy my size. I can buy it. I can pick that shirt up right now, put it down, and not wear it for a couple months, and be all right when I'm ready to wear it.
Yeah.
You buy a shirt for a kid, costs you $27.
Yeah.
He can't wear it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because he done grown out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I just feel as if when it's time for me to bring a kid, I want to be able to give the kid all the things that a kid should have. All the fun things, all the toys. Now granted, teach them lessons as they go along, but I don't want to put myself in a predicament to where if my kid wants to do something simple that is like just the love of a kid that they just want to do, I don't want to be able to have to tell them no because I can't do it or I can't afford it.
But I think we're at that age, Darren, that we can have that conversation with ourselves. A lot of parents, I don't know how everybody else was brought into this world. My dad had me when he was 21. He had to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we 30, 32, 33, we like, this is what we want to have, like, our family, like, construct to look like when we have kids. You don't want him to, say no, and I want to be able to provide. But when that shit is just on you, you wake up, she missed a period, you got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. But it's good that we're at that age where we can. I have people that's my age and younger that have kids, and I got nieces and nephews and all of that, and I'm looking at different relationships, whether it be my cousins or just friends of mine that have kids, on how they raise their children, and I just put it in the back of my head like, okay, this is what I would do differently, or I would probably do the same with this one, or in just relationships with my dad too, like on how he raised me, I would do this differently, and we're old enough to have that, but. If it's on you, you just got to figure it out. And I think sometimes, like, I was raised well, and I don't want to say that my parents didn't raise me well when they were young, but when you got to figure it out, sometimes that might be the best way to go through something. When it's just dead smack in your face, I got to eat, my son got to eat. What are we doing? We got to figure this out. So
you gonna pass the hoop?
Right, you talking about that. I have my eye on it. I wasn't gonna say that.
I'm gonna ask this question, right? So me and Ray clearly are out. My question to the two of you is, what is it gonna take for you guys to like settle down and get out? Like, what is it that you're looking for?
Let's go first.
Down.
my street
Hot seat.
Like, all right.
I always say to myself, I want a woman who doesn't need me. I want her to want me for who I am, need me in certain aspects, but I don't want you to always have to, if he can't get it done, it just ain't gonna get done. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I want to be able to drive the car, right the ship. If I want to take a nap, I know that I could give you the keys and you could drive this. And I can wake up and I know that everything is perfectly fine the way it was when I left it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might not always work that way.
What does that woman look like though? That's the question.
And it's crazy because I don't have a type either, so I don't know. I haven't ran into it yet.
But how, bro? Y'all 32?
32.
At 32,
we're dating, and we're dating. Right. So it's not like we're not out here trying and fishing. Like,
so okay, real quick, what's the dating scene like?
Ass, ass, bro. When we in the clubs and Rudy would whisper to me like, "I'm glad I'm out, cause this ain't it." Like, it's just certain stuff like that. It's just like these streets are cold, bro, and it's like, man, I envy y'all, yo, cause y'all, it's cold at night, man. Some people understand, some people don't. Some people got vendettas. Some people will pull strings, and I don't know, but that's just the point of dating. It's trial and error. You just gotta figure it out. If it don't work, cool. If it works, cool. I always say, like, I'm not looking for a relationship, but I'm not running from one either.
Right.
So if it happens, cool. It happens. Energies match. I'm all for it.
I mean,
But if it ain't, then it's like I'm on this 2K.
do you want a relationship?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta be fucking looking for one, man.
Well, I'm dating, bro.
But you just said you're not looking for one. You can't say, hey, I want a job and not go on interview.
But I'm putting my resume out there.
But you gotta be actively looking for
My
it.
resume is on Indeed. It's on there. Now, it depends who calls me for this interview now. Now, if you call me and I look at the requirements, I'm like, you know what? This ain't the one for me. Like, I see a 401k plan. It ain't where I want it to be.
Darren.
The hourly rate ain't where it's at.
Please.
You know,
I mean, I agree with that. Like,
see? I ain't crazy.
my resume is out there. My resume is out there, and I'm not gonna like when it comes to that. It's not that. Like I agree with what you're saying when you say you be out here looking for one, because you ain't got a job, look for one.
Yeah.
But the way I look at it is like, if I got my resume out there, you see it, and you think, oh, you might be a good fit. That's why you got the interview process.
Yeah.
You sit down in that interview, we
That's
talk.
why he on my side, man. That's why we over here. That's the line. That's the line right here, man.
That's what the interview process is for. You figure out, do you have likes and dislikes? What kind of person you are? What kind of family person are you? Like those type things.
Yeah.
If we are good enough to go to that next step, and I think, you know what? I think I might. I want to work for this company. I think I'm okay with that. Then we hang out a little bit more. Let me check your references real quick. Let me see what they.
You see how we keeping the metaphor going the whole time, y'all?
Let me see the references.
See how that
Who you
works.
dealt with before? What's your likes? What's your
Background
dislikes?
check.
Exactly. And if
Really don't like
that
that.
checks out,
I don't agree. I don't agree. I'm gonna say this,
How you
right?
feeling, Rudy?
Before I got in my relationship,
You wasn't looking.
I wasn't looking. Yeah, no, I wasn't at that time.
But you wasn't running.
But I was. No, I definitely wasn't running. But hold on.
Let him talk,
But
man.
I also had to get to a point where I wasn't serial dating, because I would do that, right? I would talk to 3 different girls at one time.
Yeah, now you come down the street.
Right. So I wasn't.
I had offer letters on the table.
Right. Yeah. I ain't know which job I'm gonna take. Exactly. Right. You don't know which job you
How
gonna take.
far this one? Let me understand. This is my radius.
So once you get out of that phase of serial dating and taking it one woman at a time to truly get to know her, because I honestly, bro, I fumbled a couple times trying to talk to 3 different girls at one time.
Yeah. We've all been there.
Listen,
We've all been there.
you tell me your favorite color blue, I'm being like, yeah, I know your favorite color blue.
Right, yeah,
No,
you
I
got
told
to-
you it was
you got to-
purple.
you got to-
You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Right.
like, those are the things that you got to be careful about, man.
Yeah.
And I think once y'all get to that point where it's like, okay, I'm gonna take it one female at a time, truly get to know her, whether that's 1 date, 2 dates, and you be like, okay, I can see something growing, or
What if you
no,
don't? Right.
Then you just cut it off like, yo, we it's not gonna work for me.
But then
don't
you go
continue.
to the next one though.
Then you move on. Then you move on, but not talking to them at the same time.
Right, correct. The serial part is moving on, but keeping her there.
Exactly.
Moving on is no, this ain't gonna work.
This ain't gonna work.
You be blessed.
Absolutely.
I gotta
Yeah.
focus here.
Yeah.
Cause moving on ain't 50% here and 25 and 25. Nah, you
Agreed.
gotta be full head of steam on this one.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
But I'm not putting all my eggs on one basket though. Like that's what it sounds like y'all doing. Like,
Well, how much eggs in baskets?
I'm just saying, like if you
Listen.
put all your energy into one, it don't work. Then you put all your energy into someone else. That's kind of exhausting a little bit.
Nah,
like,
but to Darren's point,
especially if it doesn't work out. Like,
but Darren said something, right? Kids are expensive.
yeah.
At our age, it's very rare to find somebody in our age group that doesn't
yeah, that's
have
tough.
kids.
Yeah.
So you honestly,
That's
if you find somebody who don't have kids and that's what you want, then go ahead and put them eggs in that one
Yeah.
basket just to see how it works out.
Yeah, you got
Okay, work.
Yeah.
But
I agree, and on being on this side, I agree with that. Like I feel as if that you have to be able to give that person your all, because at the end of the day, when you are doing interview, like if you are going through the interview process, the last thing you want to do is be talking about an analyst position and then you out here talking about customer service. Like you got it all mixed up.
Yeah.
So putting your like giving that person your all, because at the end of the day, y'all both are interviewing one another.
Yeah.
Am I a good fit? Are you a good fit?
Absolutely.
For me? So I do agree to where you figure it out. All right, maybe if we're not working out, fine. You be blessed. Love you so much. But it's going. That's just how it is. But I think you gotta be able to focus on that one person and figure it out. All right, this ain't gonna work, or it is gonna work, and see where it goes.
Yeah.
That's if you're ready to be in a relationship.
So you just said, what did you say?
No, I said I'm ready, but I'm not running.
So are you
So
ready?
I could be in the middle.
ready?
I could give
don't
my
sound
all.
like
Yeah, he don't sound like you ready.
I could be ready and for one, but if it
Stumbling.
don't work, then I could probably talk to multiple.
Stumbling your words.
What you mean? You can probably talk to multiple. That's you literally. Is that not serial dating?
I
Or what do you
didn't say I
what do you-
wasn't saying that. I didn't say that. He can't jump. I'm fucking ringleader. Ringling Brothers. Or something.
When do you see yourself having your first kid, then? Or let's just say get into
And
a
it's so
relationship.
crazy because I want a child now, and I'm creeping up in age to the point where I want to be able to function with my kid and do sports and all of that. I don't want to be 40 having my first, and then I'm at the playground sitting down
Sweating.
like, go ahead, go play, and I ain't getting up. Yeah, so it needs to be.
Checking yo.
Yeah, like, I'm over here taking insulin and got my asthma pump. Like, I want to be ready now, but I'm 32. I'll be 33 in August. It needs to be within the next 4 years, bro.
Okay.
I'm shooting shit up. If it
Okay,
ain't, like,
okay.
you got nice hair. How your mama
let's
looking?
go.
All right, come on, like, yeah, like,
What's your history of having kids?
yeah, like,
Oh my God.
I don't know, man. That's rough, yo.
So, what role did women play in your life as far as how to treat a woman?
Vital.
Huge.
Talk about
Vital.
that.
Huge.
My family, I have a big family as well, but it's a lot of women in my family.
Yeah.
And growing up, like in the house, because there's a big age gap between my sister and my brother, my oldest brother. But being in the house with my mom and my sister, I was able to learn things to say, things to do, how they want to be treated, how you should approach things. Like the whole, a lot of times they say, chivalry is dead. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's people still look for those things, and my mom was, told me those things. Open the door. Like I get on my sister sometimes. Like literally, we'll be around the city or whatever the case may be, because she lives here, and she'll be like, "You ain't gonna open the door for me?" Well, no, you my sister. But it's things like that it's in my mind. Like, all right, when I do get a girl opening the door, things of that nature. Like women, I feel as if growing up around all the women that I have, it's just like it taught me of how to treat a women and what they like. Listening, small things like paying attention to this, like, oh, you wore this scent today, or you wore this color, you like this, like small things like that. I think it takes you a long way.
And ladies, he's single.
Yeah. One more time. Let's just point that out.
He's single.
Single.
Shoot
Very
your
good.
shot.
Very good man. We'll put his Instagram on the credits.
Exactly.
Even when Darren was talking about just women, women today, I don't care how much you're just a boss ass chick and independent and all of that. Speaking on chivalry, they still appreciate little stuff like that, like opening the door, making sure you on the right side of the road when we walk, just little stuff like that. Like,
You open doors?
I open the door. Do I open doors? I'll open the door. Yeah.
A door.
It's there.
Pulling out chairs and all
I'll
that?
pull out the chair, yeah. But I gotta be really like feeling you too. Like,
So how do you get to that point then?
what, really feeling?
Yeah, how do you get to really feeling the chick?
I think she has to. It's small things with me too.
Okay.
I don't ask for much, and it could just be the littlest thing, like if she just comes to my house and she sees I'm out of something. She just like what Darren was saying, just the small details that women like. Men like small details too.
Right.
Like like groceries or just anything. Like I don't know what y'all personally like, but it's just small stuff for me. Like men, we gotta be honcho, big man, but if she does stuff that you appreciate that we kind of do on a daily basis, I really like that though.
And when you're dating, like, it's important to take notes of that, man, because you get to see early what what kind of your future's gonna look like, man. Early in the dating process, and this is really small. My best friend actually pointed this out to me, man. We was at the crib, and all I said was, "It's hot in here." And Roz took a fan out of the room, plugged it up, and pointed it. And I didn't notice it until my boy Tony was like, "Yo, that's gold." Like, you said you were hot, and she put like just so small stuff like that, man. It's vitally important. Just like you said, it's very important. Women like small stuff. Men like small things as well, man. And it's incredibly important to take note of that early, man.
And then with dating too,
be consistent with it.
I find out that when I'm dating, I'm at the age where I'm like, I need to know if I can have a family with you.
Okay.
Like, I'm at the point where I don't want to have a baby mom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I want the woman to have my child. I want her to be my wife. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just looking for no quick flip, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, I need to know if I could keep this long term with you. So that's another vital point in dating, too. And my patience is super freaking thin. Like, it could be something small that I don't like, and it's just a turn off. But maybe that's just me.
But Drew, at the same time, that's where you have to figure out how to compromise, right? But you know, even the conversation when my parents were here, and my dad is consistent when he says this. Everything that him and my mom do is together. So to Ray's point, I've watched like times when, you know, typically like we'll go out to dinner as a family, and my mom comes home from work. My dad doesn't work on wasn't working on Saturdays, and my mama comes straight home from work, go take a shower. We know we about to go to dinner. My dad will iron her clothes. Right. It's the small things to help out, right? And that's doing stuff together.
It's love right there.
Yeah. Just to make sure that she's good, and we can just go on about our evening or whatever. But you have to figure out what it is that you like and what it is that she likes. Right. It's gonna be times when she may miss it, and honestly, 9 times out of 10, women ain't gonna miss it. Right. We as men,
we gonna miss it.
Yeah, we gonna miss it. We gonna miss it. Right. But it's the one thing I appreciate, and shout out to my beautiful girlfriend Tanya.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to you, Tanya.
Thank you so much, Tanya. It's just men in here. Don't worry. It's just us in here. It's just the strippers in here. It's just us. Don't worry about it.
The one thing I appreciate about her is if I miss something, Tanya loves flowers. Right?
Okay.
So every time she comes into town, I make sure I have flowers for her when she walks through the door.
That's strong.
Right? And if I don't,
that's strong.
Oh, she calls me out.
Yeah.
And she lets me know that this is what she wants and that's what she requires of me. Right? So to know that's what she likes, I'm going all out. Right? I'm gonna make sure she got her flowers every time she comes in.
I got a question in regards to that. How did you know that she liked flowers? Did you just happen to buy flowers one day, or did she tell you?
No, we talked about it. Right? We talked. I asked her, you know, what it is that she actually likes, and flowers was just one of those things. So every time she comes into town, she got a bouquet of roses every single time.
That's strong.
Yeah. Okay.
That's really strong. I think 5 minutes? We're coming up 5 minutes. Listen, we teach flowers. We teaching on this podcast, people. We teaching, man. We got 4 young men that are moderately successful. I'm sure we all still got
very
goals.
moderate.
You know what I'm saying? We
I
still
got room to grow.
We got room to grow. But we ain't out here. We don't got no baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Nobody looking for us. No, you know what I'm saying? We got clean rap sheets, I think. Around. We don't know too much about that. But yeah, man, it's truly positive, man, because I've searched the internet, even when we were searching for a name for the podcast, man. I've searched the internet and social media. Like y'all know I'm a social media guy. There's not, unless I'm missing it, there's not this. You know what I'm saying? No. So I think this is going to be, I think it's going to be important. I think it's going to be impactful. I think people are going to have fun. I think people are going to learn from it. And once we continue to grow, sponsorships and guests and all types of stuff, man, I think the ceiling is the roof.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
The ceiling is the roof, yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you one more time for kicking it with us, as always.
Got any closing remarks?
I was in the middle to wrap up right now, but if you got something
I
that
was
you
just
want
about
to
to
share.
say, anybody got? Can we speak on just?
We got
How much
5 minutes.
time
We
we
got
got?
listen, man.
Just
we
to
got
roll to the next episode. I want to touch on compromising
Okay.
in a relationship.
All right.
I want that to be the key focus for the next one because I got some shit to say.
Next topic, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be compromising. And a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Stay tuned.
yep.
Shots
it's
up.
Put them up in the sky.
your shots up.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, we thank you for coming to Love Talks.
Appreciate
See you next
y'all.
time.